يمهل ولا يهمل, which also means Allah despises but never neglects. One thing I wished and I wanted to do the first thing after the break is come back and say the vibes are back. But sadly, and sad how the world is turning to, it's scary out there, you know. One thing that I'm glad of is that the world right now through social media is getting to witness more and more what news failed to showcase throughout the years. It's not something that just started. It's not a conflict. It's more of a oppression, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's been we were born to this, witnessing this that is happening over there in Palestine. And what hurts most is that we were accustomed to live with that. Seeing, you know, people being forced out of their land, you know? And man.
And not only that, we are also witnessing the use of excessive force, which is any human.
And the silence of organizations that fight for rights and all.
Yeah.
At those times, we don't see them, you know, moving or doing anything regarding that. A lot of lives are being lost. A lot of families, you know, are being shattered. A lot of, you know, a lot of shit is happening. It's really sad to see that, and you being not able to physically
do anything about
contribute about it,
yeah.
You know, or do anything about it. It saddens that you feel like there's shackles holding you down, you know, and not being able to be there, for instance,
yeah.
You know. That's why at least, you know,
the least that you can do
is spread.
And from my perspective, I see that the best thing or the first thing to do is to know more about the situation.
Exactly.
Go back in the history and study, learn about it, see what it is before you do an act, before you share, before enrich yourself, do more research about about the issue, and pick your sources carefully.
Yeah,
where this information is coming from.
100%.
And I think also, as you mentioned, the impact of social media nowadays is becoming.
It is helping.
It's helping. It's
in some cases, because also you know, I would like to talk about the people that are shaming also.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right to shame someone else,
whether that someone is sharing or not sharing.
Exactly, 100%. Let them be. Do you? At the end of the day, don't let that person who is or not doing something take a part or a space in your head about it.
Yeah.
Do you? Your voice matters. So do you?
And educate yourself.
Exactly. Educate yourself, most important.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the whole advantage that comes from social media should be educating others instead of
blaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or shaming, or
like you kind of don't want to blame the people who are shaming, because it's not an easy topic to discuss, especially when it's so close to you. But like, religion teaches us patience.
True.
It teaches us teaching.
And
so we should try to put that into practice.
Yeah. That's true. It's terrible. It's sad. Our praise always been with the people of Palestine since we were raised. We were raised that, you know, they were being forced out of their land. They're being, you know,
oppressed,
and it's just the amount of action that is happening lately is just scary.
Yeah.
You know, it's just scary.
I just wish that
Long live the people.
my only hope, because you mentioned that this situation has been there since the last 70 years. So I just wish, or I hope that during our lifetime, people in Palestine see peace and all these sad news stops. That's
You know, me going through social media and seeing news and all of that, and I get mentally and emotionally tired that I have to stop. You can only imagine the people over there.
yeah,
You know, what are they going through?
going through. Yeah,
Physically, emotionally. You know, just today I read that a kid committed suicide because he lost his parents and he couldn't, carry the burden anymore. So, bro, I don't know when Palestinians can ever live in peace, but I hope this comes very soon. It's a lot of burden they've been carrying for so long. And it's wrong,
yeah.
But for whomever out there, educate your people about what is happening over there. Spread awareness. Don't spread hate. Don't go at your brothers. Don't go at, your friends. Don't, for whatever it is.
Be rational.
Yeah, exactly. Approach it in the right way. Don't start war against someone that whatever it is. You never know.
Don't shame people
Exactly.
that they are not sharing.
Exactly. It's whatever. Everybody has his own. Maybe that person who's not sharing is really doing something useful, like
In the background.
Exactly. You never know what is every person is doing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Once again, our praise for people of Palestine and power to the people once again, and inshallah tufraj.
One day.
Yeah, inshallah. So we back, and the energies
The longest break that we took,
took.
In a while, I guess.
Yeah. Shifting from that to regular topics. 2 weeks break, and we finally back. For whomever out there is waiting. The Flamingos are back. The vibes are not.
Well deserved.
Yeah, the vibes are not. I don't know if they're back or not. We're gonna see through the episode.
We'll try to pick it up.
Exactly, but
The Flamingos podcast.
I missed this.
Yeah, it seems like he missed it. He missed it so bad.
Yep.
Let it breathe.
It's a web. It's a web, baby.
Flamingo podcast, man. That's the shit. Let's go.
Let's go, gentlemen.
All right.
How you doing? How was your last 2 weeks? Last days of Ramadan
Last days of
Eid.
Ramadan, Eid.
and Eid Mubarak to everyone out there. Although it's done, but Eid Mubarak to everyone out there celebrating. Hope you had a blissful Eid. Regardless of the situation, what is happening in the world right now, we keep living, right? We gotta
Yeah.
keep the life cycle going.
How was your Eid?
It was chill. It was cool. I went to watch the movie, Wrath of a Man,
Okay.
Jason Statham, and directed by Guy Ritchie.
Mm.
No spoilers, but I loved the direction, the filmography of the movie. I loved it. Story-wise, you've seen such a story before.
Mm.
That's it, But this is the this is the complete action Jason Statham movie.
Okay.
He was in an expandable movie, so you know what type of direction he is. The unscratched motherfucker,
Yeah,
you know, in a fight.
he was in this role for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he carried those roles of
Transporter.
Arnold that before they
okay.
used to do those type
Yeah.
of action movies,
Yeah.
and he carried this still with his movies like Transporter and
Volt. I think that was the movie. Volt.
I don't remember. I remember Crank though.
High voltage.
But-
I think no, sorry. High voltage. That was.
It's Crank.
Crank. Yeah. I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names.
But yeah, overall, Eid was chill. Didn't have something a wowzer, but yeah, it was chill. It was chill. I was mainly just chill, kicking it back, family.
Mm.
That's all. What about you guys? How was your Eid? سجلت حضور؟ No?
Of course. No, you have to, like, I have these rituals when it comes to Eid. I always, because Ramadan, like your sleeping pattern kind of flips over
Yeah.
and goes the opposite direction. Right around Eid is where I adjusted back.
He fixes it so fast.
So I pull an all-nighter.
Yeah.
I go to Eid prayers.
Uh-huh.
I go chill with my family. I go around for visits.
Okay.
Even though like visits are kind of restricted, so I didn't really go around anywhere much. But whoever like family I could visit, I went to. It's a nice, especially when if you remember last Eid and the Eid before that, not much going out was happening. So it was a bit of a normal thing to do. At least
a couple of visits and that's it.
yeah,
خلاص, Eid is done.
like a bit of moderation. Like I didn't go all out. Like I went out a couple of times, came back just in my sleep. Went out with some friends later on, and it was nice.
Positive energy.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to feel normal, like a bit of
like you're going
normalcy.
out again and life is back.
Yeah, like you can
Life is
visit
back.
and you can
What about you, Kenzie?
For me, it was a normal Eid. The Eid spirit was there. Just the family visits and but not like Awab. I didn't adjust my sleeping pattern during Eid, so fucked it up.
Even more?
Yeah, even more.
It went worse.
It went worse to the extent that I mean, like it went the whole week went on a glance.
You were sleeping the
went
whole
so
week?
fast. Something like this, yeah. So
Oh, but
Yeah.
you realize it was only like 2 or 3 days. That's it. So
Was sleeping 3 days.
kind of. But
So
yeah.
So what did you do when your
nothing.
daughter came and she's like, I want to go out?
No.
هاكي ال5 درهم دي. مع السلامة.
go to your mom.
I think kids in Eid they're
They only care about their dresses, mostly, right?
yeah, dresses, Eid,
Yeah.
going to other families and
Kids these days materialistic, man.
yeah, exactly.
Did you care about idea back in the days?
Of course I did.
Of course I did.
Who didn't? You're gonna act like the selfless child.
No, it's not that. But يعني I used to go.
You used to go and steal
No.
your idea.
No, but it's more like at times I used to hide my money with my mom. Hide it. جيب العيدية خليها معي.
She takes your money and spends it.
Exactly. And then when you come back, you're like, yo, where's my idea? It's like,
Next Eid.
I've been spending money on you since you were. Yeah.
But they still give you the money.
You're greedy, mom.
In an indirect way.
Yeah.
You know?
Like they take your money and then give it to you like it's a gift.
Wow. So, so you have to be grateful.
But it's my money though.
But it's my money. I took it. So that's why as I grew older and I developed taking an idea, I started taking it directly and go buy new mobile with every idea that I get.
Okay.
So I would get a new mobile every Eid.
Okay.
So yeah.
But you did?
What?
Get a new mobile?
No. Stop taking ideas. 15 years ago, maybe.
I figured you might still do it.
No.
I mean, back in the days, I used to take idea, hide it somewhere, take the money, take the money, wait for the next Eid, buy fireworks, sell them in the next Eid. This is
Wallah, if you
this
had
is
this much of a business mind till
لا
today,
حول
this is
talking to
this is what I
لا حول
this is what I used to do.
man.
This is
You
what
were
I used to do.
doing
We even used to do promos, but when
For
for
the
the
product
fireworks.
you have?
Yes. How? You remember there was a
Yeah.
long firework
Yeah.
that shoots
Yeah.
colors,
Yeah.
and we used to light one. We buy one for the promo thingy, and we used to light one so the kids get around and
And
we
then check it
I
out.
want to buy from
check it out, and we sell the whole bag.
Sell the whole bag, huh?
Yeah. So that was the story of
So you had that. You know, if you make it one day, you can tell that story.
one day.
I started from
Yeah, I used to sell
Selling
fireworks.
fireworks.
fireworks. An Eid.
Maybe make it
Yeah, I used
in a
to-
song.
They used to save up. What? First Eid to the second Eid,
Yeah.
and then throughout the year you used not to take money.
No. It's
To
just
save up?
it's just what I used to do
How
with
much
the
are we talking?
idea.
How much did you save? Like
Technically, yeah.
How much I profited from that?
No, how much do you used
how
to
much did you
save
save?
every Eid?
And how much did you profit?
If as far as I remember, the one Eid I saved like a 500 dirhams.
Okay.
I stored it in a place that
You
I
can never
don't
think
wanna
of.
I don't want to share it, but
Do you still hide your money there?
no.
Okay.
But it was the electricity socket.
Okay.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I used to hide it there. Yeah. You need a screwdriver to open it. So I used to save my money there, and
Mashallah.
and
I still save my money in my books. But-
yeah. But we profited, me and a friend of mine, we profited the money that allowed us to buy PlayStation and
Wow.
Dreamcast. He bought a Dreamcast that time, and it was fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So you
Visionaries.
can imagine the amount of money that we made. So I think we doubled
But
it up.
then, see, my question is that if you save that money till next Eid, right? Or
Yeah,
you keep
yeah.
that money for a little while till you save up more.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends
Okay,
if the
it's up
dream-
to what's the business plan is this year.
Exactly.
Mm.
But I had a smart friend. He's from Yemen. I still remember him very well, and he was the one. He was the mind behind it.
Who's the
Originator.
visionary?
He was the originator. Yeah.
He buys a Dreamcast.
Yeah. of
At
course.
the
He,
era
he
of a
bought the
PlayStation.
Dreamcast. Yeah.
He's a visionary by default.
But it was risky.
Nothing great happens if it's not risky.
If it's not risky,
innit?
you need to take a risk.
Yeah, you have to take the risk. There've been plenty of stuff that happened in the 2 past weeks, and subhanallah, they only happen. Yani, we've been recording episodes, 60 episodes. We've went through yani
Ups and downs.
jafaf, nothing happening in the industry.
Yeah. When we decided to take
When we decided, Joe Budden decided to break up from his
Podcast.
co-hosts.
Yeah.
Many stuff.
DJ
But,
Khaled.
DJ Khaled
DJ
released-
Khaled released an album.
Released an
J.
album.
Cole came back.
Jacob came back,
Migos. Yeah, but
and the list
you
goes
guys
on.
know that what's what we're gonna talk about by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go by Joe Budden. The inspiration.
The inspiration. What
The
do you?
inspiration.
All right. Do you want to timeline it? Do you want to say what happened and then discuss it, or do you want to just get into it right away?
We've been recapping what's been happening in the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Last thing we recapped was that they're back,
Yep.
right?
For one episode, I think
They came
recorded.
back for one episode. After that one episode, and honestly, I watched that episode and it was whack.
Yeah.
Okay, the energy was whack. I've noticed that mob been waiting for Joe Budden to just attack at any instance,
Yeah.
any point.
Mal was on the defensive on the big time. Like
Exactly.
He was just posted up like waiting for shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Rory was acting weird also.
No, Rory was trying to be peaceful.
Okay.
Exactly.
Mal was pissed.
Mal was waiting for Joe Budden to go crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
And Rory was
And
trying
he was checking
to,
him every here and there.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
He checked him. He's like, yo, but you did that. You looked me in the eye and he
Okay,
told me
okay.
that this is ain't my business.
Yeah,
this,
I think Mal.
this ain't my business line really.
It hit.
Yeah, it
It
hit.
hit.
Yeah, it hit.
The episode after it, they took a break. Also, another break. They didn't release an episode. The one after it, it was released only on audio platforms on Patreon.
Mm.
A video was not out, or it was out later on. I don't know. I'm not.
It was out later on. Yeah.
It was out later on. And Joe Budden went bananas on them.
The video with Mal and Rory that they recorded and they
No,
published it in Vimeo.
This came.
This
later.
came after.
I'm coming
Okay.
with the
Okay.
timeline for the
Alright,
whole thing.
alright, Okay.
Joe Budden went at Rory and Mal in that episode. of course, I don't have a Patreon subscription. I found my way there. I got the episode 2 hours long, him going at Rory and Mal.
Yo, he called him some shit.
Exactly. And Joe Budden,
Joe,
yeah.
He called him.
And then he went at Rory even more than Mal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said some stuff. But
Such as,
at that time,
in a nutshell.
that, Rory didn't really care, or he was not really there, from the beginning.
Okay.
So it's not his business at the end of the day. Listen, the way that he portrayed whatever, and I really, stood by him at that time.
By Joe?
Yeah, at that time, at that instance, because to me, he looked like a businessman who's trying to protect his business.
But they were speaking about partnership since the beginning, right?
Of course. But then that's where it was discovered in their video that they put out.
Yeah, later on,
The truth.
Rory and Mal posted a video on Vimeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. I watched half of it.
Exactly. They said that
They want to look at the
the accounts and everything.
And he sent them an Excel sheet.
Spreadsheet,
Yeah.
and stuff, and they were put in the dark at certain times. Like they didn't know the whole thing.
Okay. Shit happens. That's what I thought.
What's funny is that they are the type of people who used to sit and talk about people contracts in music industry, and their contracts were fucked up because their contracts, it had a percentage.
Yeah.
So the contracts between them, it didn't have salary based, and that's only right if they're
if they are partners.
It's
partners.
They're partners.
Of course, they had percentage type of contracts. But then they didn't know what's the income.
What's happening in the back?
Or how much they're getting,
There was no.
And Joe Budden didn't really show them much. And that he kept them in the dark with that. But then also Joe Budden came after that video. He came live on Instagram and he's like, I've been trying to handle a 400K that was lost in the back scene and nobody knows about it. So I can give it to everyone. Mal and Rory also said that Joe Budden been changed, but it's business. They're friends at the end of the day, but I don't think anymore they are.
No, but
I think Joe Budden is a narcissist.
Whoa. Okay.
That's what I think.
What do you think? Well,
I think, and also I think he's not transparent about what's happening in the.
That was on a. Okay, I'm gonna take it on a business side, on a friend side. On a business side, Rory and Mal had every right to ask for accounting.
100%.
And it stood out that Joe Budden didn't really give them those numbers that they asked for, even though it was their right to ask for it. And just because I ask you for I ask for that or they ask for that doesn't mean I'm accusing.
I'm questioning you.
Yeah.
I just want to see how what our situation is, what we're looking like, and that
100%.
was fair.
Yeah.
So the fact that took long and Joe Budden prolonged that process and it wasn't and like on the business side of it, if I ask you for something and you give me half of it, then it's shady. It's a bit shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you weave and dodge and if I ask you for accounting and you give me an Excel spreadsheet, something's happening.
You don't want to. Yeah.
On the business side of it. Then when it comes to the friendship side of it, there were blurred lines and not blurred lines, but there was
some stuff that had been said from a person and they're not the same from the other person.
Yeah. Like, first of all, some
Unmatched.
stuff didn't match up.
Yeah.
Some stuff didn't match up, first of all. Second is that they should have addressed this earlier. Like
Between them.
Yeah, this should have been addressed earlier. And that's something that Rory said. Like
He tried more than once to sit down, the three of them, to sit and talk and do all of that. But Joe used to go like, yo, this is not your business. You're trying to sabotage. You're trying to do this and that.
He said Rory's trying to sabotage. And when Mal came and asked Joe about it, he told Mal that it's none of your business. This is the only thing that's pissing off Mal. The fact that Joe said it's none of your
Mal
business.
sat
Mal does not care
for
about
like
money.
10 straight minutes in the whole video talking about.
It's
You can't talk to me like that.
it's just about
You
respect.
can't come and tell me that this and that.
Because
you know?
because Joe Budden he said
He
that
told
he's-
him it's
he
none of your
looked him
business. The
and-
podcast is none of your business.
Yeah.
oh, shit.
So he got pissed off with that.
So imagine one day I come and tell you, Kenzie, the podcast is not any business.
Whose business is it?
Yeah, if it's not my business.
If it's
then-
not, whose business is it?
Yeah, and
That could have been an answer from Mal.
and one of Joe's
He's
issues.
gonna tell him it's my business.
I don't know. And they did that live recording, right? They,
No, it's
No,
not,
no,
it
no,
wasn't
no,
live.
it
was- okay.
live, yeah.
It was
It's,
off camera.
It was pre-recorded. But I mean, that's an end of an era, right?
Is it?
Joe Budden
but-
podcast. Because
No.
look, it's the same. Subhanallah, it's the same thing that happens. For example, if a person from us misses an episode, you don't feel that's is the whole vibe over there.
is it? No,
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah. It's not the whole vibe.
But
And
in all cases,
I've been listening to the Joe Budden podcast since day one.
Okay.
Since the female co-host that he had.
okay, what about the alternatives that Joe Budden brought?
He brought Ish and
Nash or Mash or some shit.
People are saying that they
I
click
forgot.
together. They
I
are
forgot.
they get along
they're
good.
with Joe.
But what
with Joe.
I feel is that the podcast is taking a more
Commercial.
a ghetto turn into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Before
don't
it
know,
was
time will
more
tell.
of a fun and
Affirmative.
energy,
These things take time to
stuff like
show.
that.
Like
Exactly.
it's gonna take a couple of episodes, but I honestly think people will.
Still,
Not like. They
do you
either-
think this is now the downfall of Joe Budden or not?
No.
He's
I
not,
don't. I don't think so. No. Yeah,
He's-
and, but
he's-
the-
he's
but
like
He's
he
at
has,
his top.
Yeah, he has too much power at this point. He has the deal with Patreon that's set. Halas.
Yeah, but
He has the network that's already
once
up and
he's
running.
out of that deal, do you think this is now? Obviously, this is gonna affect the streaming numbers, etc.,
course.
etc., etc. But do you think this will ever pick up? Do you think the Joe Budden podcast? This is it. Khalas. It's no more that is going
it's not gonna go further.
forward. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not gonna reach new heights. It's been reaching new heights, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you think it's gonna get stuck?
It's gonna.
And
No,
that's it?
It's gonna take a while before it like the engine starts running again because you have two new people. They're like until the chemistry clicks, until the fans get used to it, until you have these polarizing moments that Joe had with Migos and all these
True.
people.
True.
It's gonna take some marketing and some push
True.
for it to reach that level back again, so they can start touring and doing all that stuff. But it's gonna take time. I don't think it's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Joe's
Same thing.
too
but
polarizing. He's too good.
but what
for
about
media for that.
what about Rory and Mal when they start their own shit? Because I heard that Joe
Is gonna
told them
sue?
is gonna sue them if they.
No. I said that in a moment of
anger?
anger. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. But he said, I'm not gonna sue anyone.
So they're gonna start. So what do you
Maybe,
think? What do you
maybe.
think the success of
Rory
Mal
and
and
Mal?
Rory and Mal will look like?
Based on their characters, I think they need
A third
yeah.
person. Okay.
I
I
agree.
think they need a third person. That is someone like Joe, for example, to turn their ignitions on during the pod because that's what he does.
Rory and Mal, I have someone for you guys.
Who?
No, I'm gonna say it off.
Okay. طيب.
The first letter of his name start with Yad.
اوف هذا في كل first letter. كله first letter. What's funny? Back when all of this shit started, I DM'd Joe Budden. طبعا he's never gonna read it. I'm like, yo, if you ever need co-hosts, I got you. Come to the Flamingos podcast. We said
International.
we're ready.
Let's tweet it. Do a tweet and let's everybody retweet it.
خلاص done.
All right.
Moving on. We're gonna talk about Hove. Finally, him and Cool J, right?
Him, El Kuta, yeah.
Were inducted into Hall of Fame of all time, and it's well deserved, right? I mean, it's Hove at the
We
end
all
of the
knew
day.
it was gonna happen.
But
I'm not surprised.
no,
to be
I'm
honest.
happy it happened at least before he passed away.
Yeah.
For him and L Cool J.
Yeah.
No, but they've been inducting people. Like Ice Cube has been inducted.
Snoop Dogg was
Yeah.
there. Was there?
Yeah.
And
Snoop Dogg.
he was like,
ما
I
خلاص
want to thank
finally
me.
يعني الحمد لله.
مبروك عليك. كل سنة وأنت
Exactly.
طيب.
Kobe Bryant also.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. For those basketball fans, have been inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Is the fun part about
The fat part about it.
not I was gonna say
Choppy.
the fascinating. No, the fascinating part about Kobe is that the person who's going to be inducting him is Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, I read something about that,
Yeah.
but I'm not a big basketball
So that's
NBA fan.
that's a good
so,
basketball moment, basically.
being inducted by
Of course,
one
Michael
of the
Jordan.
greats,
Michael Jordan.
Jordan. خلاص, we're gonna see.
Imagine being inducted by Joe Budden.
Podcasters Hall of Fame. But yo, the album that we talked about that is gonna come out and it was finished before his death. DMX's
It
album.
doesn't feel like it was finished, like صراحة. When you
because
see
because I read that
when
it
you
was
see the
finished.
track list,
It's a scary track list.
it's a scary track list, but
It's a DMX. Okay, so I've heard that Hood Blues, the one with Benny the Butcher.
yeah,
I've heard the snippet of it before, way before. He was standing with Benny the Butcher at that time. So I can tell most of it was done before.
Okay.
I don't know what wasn't. They said they got the approved from his oldest son for
Okay.
this album. Of course, Swiss Beats is finishing this. It's gonna be called Exodus 17.
yeah.
Another Jay-Z and Nas feature.
Hope it works.
Because the last
I'm
one
worried
didn't.
about this one, to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
I never thought I'd be worried about
A Hov and
Yeah.
Nas. Yeah, that's true
I'm
to a
worried
certain
about this
extent.
one.
That's, but what I'm interested in, I think it's a very hood song, is the one called Male Stick Up. It's a skit, all right? But the names Cross, Infrared, and Ice Pick.
Yeah.
I don't know who these gentlemen are, but
It's
Ice
probably-
Pick,
it's probably
Cross,
one of
and
the-
Infrared.
It's probably one of the Rough
Rough
Riders.
Rough Riders, yeah. I'm,
Scary names.
yeah.
Scary names.
I'm excited by the one that you will be more excited about.
Hood Blues?
The one with the Griselda guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hood Blues. Oh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Why did he sound like a father, the one with the Griselda guy? This one?
The Griselda guy. That one.
But yo, the Ville is back.
The real is back.
الله يعينكم ده. المهم.
He's
ولدنا.
Okay, guys, before we get into that, do you want to get into it now or we leave it to last? Do we talk about the other releases?
Let's talk about the other release.
Okay, DJ Khaled, while we were on break, released an album heavy of tracks. He was praying in one of the promo videos in more than one direction. I didn't get what he's trying to do over there.
Yeah.
You've seen the video?
I've seen it.
Terrible. Don't ever do that again because that was a terrible.
Was it a prayer
It
or
was a prayer على أساس. And no, it was sound of the prayer Adan.
Adan.
And him sitting down بيطلع
I don't know what he was doing.
so
yeah.
much.
And his kids
It's
on
a
the
whole
sides, I
mess
think.
up. It's a whole mess up happening over there. أو فتح عيونه عصب.
No, look. There's one thing. I knew there was gonna be some
Weird ass shit.
some shit like this when I saw the track list and it was produced by Khaled Khaled and then produced by Allah. I was like, no.
Come on, man.
Not Chief.
Yeah.
That's
That's not it.
The untouched.
like
Yeah.
And actually, I see people, listen, I see people being pissed at the songs in that. Listen, it has a couple, maybe one or two.
2.
But
I give it 2.
Listen, DJ Khaled is a DJ at the end of the day. And he does radio hits. Songs that can be played in the radio, mainly. It has vibes, it has whatever it is.
Names.
Exactly. That would attract DJs to play clubs, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So don't criticize it as, when
No, I'm never
people,
gonna-
No, I'm not. When people talk, because I've seen, well, mashallah.
Contagious.
When I see people, attacking Khaled about how whack or whatever. No, It's a playlist over there, and you choose whatever you like. You get it, you play it in a club or whatever it is.
But he
That's what he does.
like he missed a lot. Like he usually doesn't miss. Remember when he started?
I don't.
Like he had anthems.
That's see,
Nah,
that's,
we
that's-
the best, yeah.
see,
That was
that-
it
this
was
is back
crazy.
in the days.
Yeah.
When did DJ Khaled drop a really good album that you can listen to? Since his past 3 or 4 or even 5 albums.
اسمع أول حاجة I think DJ
It took
Khaled
so
dropped
much
like
time.
5 albums in 1 year. I don't know. He drops.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. But
It feels
because
like
he's yelling so much,
Yeah.
you feel like he is.
his promoting,
But especially
his
this
promoting
album.
skills is
But
Yeah.
his marketing is crazy.
yeah.
If you want to talk about something, his marketing is
He's
crazy.
signed by Rock Nation, bro. He's
No, but they signed him for that.
Yeah, because of that, he got
Exactly.
signed to Rock Nation.
Because it's crazy. He's hell of a guy of what he does.
But I don't like this album. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of the features are like they're forced. Like the one with it was a nice one, but it still felt off. The one with Migos and her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Her
Yeah.
felt
A bit off.
yeah.
Okay.
The one with Justin Timberlake.
Lil
I
Baby
was
had
excited.
2 features in that album.
Yeah, he did.
See,
You can't
it's his era. You
But
can't undeny. It's either he's being pushed or he's that good. But to me, he is that good. Lil
Yeah.
Baby is that good.
And there's one more thing about the album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you had the opportunity to have Jay-Z and
And
Nas
Nas.
on a track. How can you fuck that up? Like how can you produce a song with Jay-Z and Nas
But see,
and still
I would give him a credit in
Make
one
it
thing
rock
in
song.
that
Maybe
song.
under
for
pressure.
bringing them together?
That's one.
Uh-huh.
We didn't see them in a very long time together. That's
Okay.
1. 2, they did a radio track together. This is a radio track. This is a radio track. But
don't
when
know.
you see Hov and Nas in one track, you don't expect anything radio in that.
اسمع DJ Khaled بيكون باعهم. Yo, let's hop on this track.
I got
He's
you
a good
guys.
sales-
I got
he's
you.
a good salesman.
You listen to me, I got you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
Billy, where is
Billy.
my wife? Yeah.
yeah, the thing is I think this album was over promoted to the extent that
Oh, no
I lost the
doubt.
excitement
Oh, yeah. Once
to
it's-
that
yeah.
extent. He promoted that shit to a limit where every boss he was talking about the percentage of the completion of the album. 90%, 99% done. 90. I reached a level that I don't want. When it
خلاص,
drops,
it's
I'm not
enough.
gonna listen. To it.
مش 90
I don't want.
ما اسمع خلاص يلا نقلع.
If it was 90%, I would listen. But yeah,
What else do we have? Okay. Jorja Smith is back. She released a very nice album. It's called Be Right Back. And the minute that J. Cole album came out, and I gave it a listen I gave it a whole first cycle. But then I was also scrolling for more music to so I can listen to.
so you found Jorja Smith,
And I found Jorja Smith.
and the title of the song was "Be Right Back."
No,
Joy
the
Cole.
album.
Okay.
It's called Be Right Back. And then I opened it and I was like, wow.
This is a sign.
I was like, wow.
mm.
This is perfection. Now, this is a more
Of
it's a
خليه يحلم.
it's a cleaner product than her first album. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So in production wise, in her first album, you could tell that there was not so much capital in it.
budget.
Put in a budget in it.
Mm.
Right? But this one, she had so much budget in it.
I see.
And it came up with this product. You know? And, bro, from the intro, Addicted. And it's called Addicted. But crazy album. I
Yeah.
loved it. I love Jorja Smith. And
I'll get
ما
around
شاء
to
الله
it.
عليها. يعني الله يحفظها الصراحة.
سلام عليك يا أخ. يعني
You know? يعني
ما بتقصر والله.
الله
جميلة.
يخليها بس جميلة.
No, I haven't gotten around to it, but I'll get to it.
Migos released Straightenin.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. See, this proves that Migos are still hot. And the episode right before the break, we were discussing that they're not hot anymore. And this proves how hot the Migos are. Straight hit, take off. Wow. His verse, Hands down. Remember days back in the days, Migos, Takeoff used not to spit.
Yeah.
He used to be there for stuff.
Ad-libs.
The ad-libs. He dropped a verse and it was fire. And I loved it. And I loved the whole track. And I can't wait anymore for Culture 2.
Mm.
This is gonna be a whole fucking dope ass project. Hopefully.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Wow. And I give Khaled the stock.
Actually, I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, like it was alright.
It's
But
dope.
But I get
it was-
I get
it
his
wasn't dope,
perspective.
but it
I get
was-
his idea. I think this song shows
Straightenin.
Yeah, it shows how fans of the Migos misses them. How far? I mean, like you miss them. You need something from them. You need.
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. And the good thing in Migos is that they still hit. They don't miss. To me, I would still criticize if the song was whack at the end of the day. But they can't. This is a good ass song. You would listen to it and a fucking vibe with that.
Yeah.
Was Culture 2 a hit?
Culture 2 didn't come out yet.
What do you mean? Did it come out?
Culture 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
They're working
this
on.
is the single for 3.
Okay.
Culture 1 and 2 came out.
2 was a hit.
2 was a hit. The one with it had 21 Savage on.
A t-shirt, white t-shirts song, white t-shirt, right?
No, there was one with Drake. The one where they did the old school like Soul Train video. That's Culture 2.
Yes. Here we go. Let me just get. Oh yeah, it was a hit. It was fire.
Only 3 songs made it out of there. Like
Really?
2-3 hits made it out of there. When you compare it to Culture 1.
Culture 1 was
Culture
fire.
1 was fire from
Culture
top to
1 was
bottom.
fire. Yeah, 100%. Culture 1 was fire. I can't deny that. But they didn't even miss with that. It's Migos at the end of the day.
Yeah,
They created their own color when it comes to music.
I agree.
I
agree.
So
but
they're
I just don't.
still paving their own way for themselves.
I think they have better songs that are gonna be on this album.
Definitely, they've been promoting also another one that I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for.
From the leaks and the videos and the snippets.
Exactly.
You can hear a lot of better songs.
Bro, it's gonna be fire.
To the main event.
To the
main card.
I think
طيب يلا let's call the guy that we want to
you wanna go right away?
Let's just start it off that way.
Where's my phone?
Cole came back with an album, the off season. You've watched that freestyle, LA Leakers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The freestyle.
Yeah.
I think the freestyle is dope, and it shows the full skills of J. Cole, and it shows also the time that he spent, that 12 years I think since he dropped the last album.
What? No. KOD came.
No.
What, 4?
But no. But he
2018.
mentioned something that this is 12 years in the making.
The album. Yeah.
He's been working on this for a long time.
Yeah. So it shows how that he's growing.
He's okay.
Like
Yeah.
like I like the changing of the old
Cole.
the old Cole to the new Cole,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can witness that when they change the beat. And I think it overhyped. Everybody was exciting for me watching that freestyle, and then
No answer, huh?
watching that freestyle and then waiting or anticipating the album. I mean, like it was good. Also, I listened to the interlude,
Okay.
which I
Was
think
good.
is was dope.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. This is Yad, the host from the Flamingos podcast.
Am I live on Flamingos?
Yes, sir.
I think this is long overdue, to be honest. I've been waiting for this call for a very, very long time. Be very honest with you.
Okay, listen, just a second. You guys can hear that? Hello, we back.
Oh, we officially back. You see, I'm trying to switch on my radio voice now. You know what I mean?
Mazen, how you doing?
Was good. First of all, I would like to say that this is an honor to
Habibi.
finally get the
It's our
call
pleasure,
from the
bro.
Flamingos. I'm just saying.
Thanks
absolute
a
pleasure.
lot, brother. Thanks a lot.
Absolute pleasure. Talk to me.
For whomever out there, Mazen is
One.
one of the guys that we know since back in the days.
Oh, okay.
One of Abu Dhabi
Fine.
Originals.
originals, yeah. Originals. Back in the days.
Abu Dhabi's original diplomat.
The official.
Yeah.
The official.
Ambassador.
I would say the
Dipset.
official, yeah. I don't know about one of the. I would say the official would be the right term.
You can't really. I told you, don't say one.
Yeah. Good call.
خلاص got you. All right. We came through this because we're gonna start talking about the off season.
Okay.
And then we're like, you know what? The intro, it has Killer Cam. And
Yes, sir.
it's only right if we call the official representative.
That is correct.
That is correct.
So how do you feel now that you I don't know how do you want to take this?
The Killer Cam. Oh, no, listen. First of all, you heard the album?
Yes, sir.
How many
3
times?
to 4 times.
Okay.
3 to 4. 3 to 4.
What do you think?
Not enough listens for me to make an opinion, but there's at least four classic songs on there. At least 4.
At least 4.
Yeah, at least 4. Pure like all-time classics.
Mm-hmm.
The rest I need to give it a bit of time to be able to write the album for you. But I like it more than KOD. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Definitely more than Sideline. As for the rest, still thinking process. So
I think it's
I'll do a
second
little bit
to
of
Forest Hills Drive.
second to fourth. So that's the thing, because my list starts from Born Sinner, though. That's my.
Born Sinner?
You like both?
Oh, okay. Listen. Just خلاص. Okay, thank you, Mazen. Thanks a lot. We're gonna review the album alone.
That album carries sentimental vibe. I'm not gonna get too much into that. My list starts with Born Sinner. 2014 is up there, but yeah, this is different though. I've been talking to someone recently, and I told them that my opinion would always be biased because of that intro, right? Because that intro caught me off guard. Like I just thought of this album.
Can you get?
Right in the morning.
Listen. Are you talking through an earpiece or something?
No. I'm talking through my phone directly. Is my voice clear?
Yeah, now it's clear. What phone do you have?
I use a Samsung. I don't even know the brand. I think it's an S10.
Okay, that's why. Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
Right. So how was it when you heard Killer Cam on the intro? Did you feel like you wanted to faint?
I can't even describe. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't even describe the feeling. To be very honest with you, it caught me off guard completely.
It did. Yeah, it did.
Absolutely, and just the instrumental being diplomat inspired as well, and then the
MOP. Remember, you don't know. That was the sample.
Yeah. I haven't even figured out the sample yet because
Really?
to be honest, the sample sounds like You Don't Know. It sounds like
It is. You don't know.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
Listen, just close the line.
I haven't went that deep yet. But it did sound like You Don't Know. It does sound like Come Home With Me from Cam. Because the other thing as well is that the album came out on Come Home With Me 19th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
That's Cam's third album. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was. It
Most
has like
probably it is.
both of their sounds. But yeah, I just caught me off guard. I just thought it was absolutely incredible. Like,
Well, I was also excited when I heard Lil Jon. I was like, yo, what? Lil Jon too?
That was a good touch.
It was a great touch. 95 South. It's just a beautiful. Listen, it was a beautiful track. But what do you guys think? Before I get into
on the track?
Yeah. No, on the whole project.
No.
Why would you not rank it very highly though as an album?
No, it's a good album. I was just fucking around. 95 South, Killer Cam for me was we talked, like me and Mazen talked about this. I told him it was a pleasant surprise. I kind of hoped it would have been a verse, like a proper verse on it, because that would have been perfect.
But I saw it. No, I saw it. It was just right. This way, it was right for Killer Cam to come and just talk.
Oh no, I felt
because
like
just the presence of his, talk and just introducing Cole.
I needed more.
It came just right to me.
I felt like I needed more. Maybe a verse from Capo. Jim Jones or something. I don't know. I felt like I
and
needed
then
more.
just call the song Dipset.
Nah, but maybe I need to hear a song with Cole and Dipset on it. I don't know.
I mean,
that would be ideal. I do agree with Yad though that the talking has a special touch. That's
exactly.
like a classic Dame Dash move, you know, like
yeah, it's an intro. Also, it's an intro, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
I thought that was a good touch too.
but
Obviously, it would have been great to hear a verse, but the talking has its own, has its own value. You know? So I think it was a calculated move, if I'm not mistaken.
100%. The whole project has been calculated for years, right?
Yeah.
So he said that he took so much time with that and a lot of stuff, but and I had a talk with one of my friends, and I'm sick of being sold an underdog story. I don't wanna feel like an underdog and just still fighting my way anymore. And this is what the music that J. Cole does, an underdog, music. That's why you remember back in the days I said that it's a type of music that I would listen to if I'm looking for a parking in my neighborhood, right?
Yeah, but that was
another underdog struggle.
That's what most people relate to, though. And J. Cole is a pretty down to earth person.
Him as an artist, I would like to also live with him as a fan.
Yeah,
his like we've had this discussion that there were certain lines in the album, him shit talking. Boy, that shit sounded beautiful. He came just right.
Yeah.
But just telling me that, I've been forgotten, I've been coming back, whatever it is,
I don't know, bro. I agree, but I get it too.
It gets me stuck. I
get the mentality. I get why he's speaking or he's rapping that way, because it's maybe partly his mentality, maybe partly his personality is that too. He's not the flex on people type of person.
I'm not saying
he's a pretty realistic.
He's a simplest.
He's a
guy.
He's a regular dude.
He's a regular dude, yeah, and maybe he's trying to stay away from the industry and all these glamorous.
This is what he's always trying to portray for the whole. He's been signed for Rock Nation since 2009. I said that to Mazen earlier, right? He's been signed to Rock Nation since 2009. He didn't involve Rock Nation so much because of the first project that was heavily asked from Rock Nation for him to do such a project. Right, Mazen?
Yeah, Sideline, I thought it had I don't remember the producer.
Because they wanted radio hits. They wanted, certain stuff from him.
Yeah.
And then that's why he did certain songs in Sideline Story that, for the radio, for whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't even mention Born Sinner when I talk about J. Cole, because that's how much I hate this album.
Carries a sentimental value again. I see where you're coming from, but again, it's a back story to it, maybe for another day. But I thought his stuff goes straight from Dreamville to Interscope. Actually, I don't know how involved Rock Nation are, but I thought that was the process. I was talking to MJ the other day, and I think he was telling me that basically what they do, they'll just they'll make the album with Dreamville, but then just submit it for review, approval at Interscope level.
Okay.
So if they get an okay or non-objection, they just roll it out. So I think his most recent albums are very, they're all Dreamville. I don't think there's any other Rock Nation type of influence or other things, right? So
that's true. But then this is what I'm mad at, that he never really used the resources that he had at Rock Nation throughout his career. He went with I'm gonna produce the whole album. I'm gonna do no features. I'm gonna do this and that, and I'm just gonna talk about my struggles. You're putting yourself in those struggles at the same time. Out of the gift, you're putting yourself as an underdog.
Yep.
With those moves, right? Mm-hmm. Use your resources. Now he came back with this album that has too many producers, and he produced only one track. Mm-hmm. He had Timbaland, No ID, T- one of the tracks, many producers, greats, And that's why it sounded beautiful.
Sounded crispy.
It sounded beautiful. Beats it sounded beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's the same underdog story. Here and there.
It's not the same. I like the fact that he put Murray on the album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a good move.
and Bass too. Shout out Bass, man.
Shout out.
and boss.
That was a good shout. And I think he shouted him out too, like on the freestyle.
Yeah.
Bass up next to something.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. You know?
To me, it was Saraha, the features, 21 Savage and Lil Baby. They killed it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you
Listen,
would say so.
You and
know
Kenzie,
me. You know me. I'm a
you
little
and
bit
Kenzie,
old school guy,
you
right?
would have to live in an era where you're gonna
Yeah.
see 21 Savage and Lil Baby as the kings of the.
Yeah, no,
Khalas.
I appreciate them. I appreciate their music. I appreciate the sound and everything. I'm not that type of old head that would dismiss it completely. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's not maybe not my cup of tea. But I see the
The potential.
creativity behind it. Yeah, it's no, I see the creativity behind it. It matched the album, so I'm not mad at the fact that because I know some of these guys. on Twitter
Lil
were-
Baby went toe to toe with him on that track. Saraha, and he had a fire verse. I can't lie.
What are your favorites out of the album, Mazen?
So that's obviously the intro.
Definitely.
The one with the Dame Lillard intro. Was that
Yeah.
called? Punch,
Alright.
and, punch or something?
Punching the clock.
Yeah, Punching the Clock. That was extremely dope.
Mm.
I think there was one called Close. That was towards the end of the album.
Yeah,
That was pretty dope. And I think the fourth one would be Applying Pressure.
it's everybody's
Applying
favorite, huh?
Pressure was dope, yeah.
Yeah.
Applying
yeah.
Pressure.
I like, for some reason, I just liked one line off of Pride is the Devil, the one with Lil Baby. When he was talking about the Quran and how he dabbled in the religion and discovered that he couldn't
That was dope.
he couldn't
That
commit
was
to
real.
it. Yeah.
That was real. That was real. That was a real
real,
line.
that's true.
Yeah, you can feel that line. I'm like, that's yeah, I appreciate it. That's true.
Yeah, but يعني, it showed that Ibrahim been telling him a lot that yo اسمع convert يا أخي خلاص convert every day he sends him a text اسمع convert that J. Cole had to go and put out a verse a line about it. Listen اسمع I'm not ready yet.
I can't do this
I
shit.
can't do this now. I'll do it sometime later. But listen, I tried to hate it between me and myself.
But you
It's
can't.
a good project, but still, I don't see a replay value on this. I'm sorry, I
give it
don't
time.
see a replay
Ma,
value.
you can't
I
really
see
put
a track or two.
you can't really put that 3 days off of an album dropping.
Oh,
If
that's
you want
true.
to
That's
count
true.
replay value, look at it 3 months from now.
And also, what I'm glad about from the top rapping Tahir artist right now, he's the first to drop. If we're gonna mention Drake and Kendrick, he's the first to drop.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mazen,
Yo,
we're gonna pick up, and thanks a lot.
yeah, I appreciate you guys. As I said, this is an honor to be in Flamingos for the first time.
Wanted to give you a heads up on this one, but figure we might. It's better if we catch you off guard.
I thought the natural vibe is
Hey,
I
see?
appreciate you all catching me off guard.
Yeah,
Just got off a
I'll
quick
catch you when we're
12
done,
kill
bro.
Warzone game, so in a good mood, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, peace, man.
Yo, peace out, guys. Yo, Flamingos. Shout out, guys. Yeah,
Peace.
Salam alaikum.
So. But yeah, Punching the Clock was fire, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's the song that I was listening to the whole album, and I see when I listen to the album, I don't look at the tracks. But when I find the track that really makes me nod or something, I would
Check
go
it out.
look at it, look at the name, and then I would come back, just
Yeah.
do whatever
Just to
I'm
remember
doing.
it, like a mental note.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I'm glad about is that finally someone from the top tier dropped. and I expected Cole to drop first
Yeah.
because Kendrick and Drake been ducking each other. They've been waiting for someone to drop.
Why? Why they are waiting for the other ones?
They've always had this, competition between them, especially between
Okay.
Cole, between Drake and Kendrick.
How do you feel about Cole now retiring and going to play
والله الله يوفقه صراحة يعني.
basketball?
I don't think he's gonna retire. He said, I've been seeing that.
He didn't say he was going to retire. No.
But he mentioned that before. Yeah, that's true. And people been circulating that he's retiring. But I don't think he's retiring because he said that I'm still enjoying this. I'm still enjoying rapping. So I don't think he's
And
gonna
I'm
retire.
still waiting for 2 projects from J. Cole. One, the Black Friday. No, not the Black Friday. The album with Kendrick that they were planning
the song,
to.
I don't see.
And
I don't think
also,
it's gonna ever.
also there was a song back in 2009, I guess, called Temptation.
But this is the song,
This is the song,
Yeah.
and
Temptation. The
Is
one with Kendrick.
Kendrick, yeah. He's
the,
standing
the store.
in the store, yeah.
I remember that.
That song is sick.
I don't think it'll ever see the sunlight.
Why?
Because at that time and then years later, they said that
Why do they don't want to master
schedules. No, it's unfinished. At that time, it was unfinished still.
it? Okay, it was
And
clear.
it was a song that was supposed to drop in a whole project.
In a whole project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was never done.
Yeah.
And years later, after that, they came out and said that
It's not gonna happen.
schedules and stuff. They can't do that now. But you never know. Maybe 20 years later, just like Hov and Nas, we might see them back together.
Okay.
You never know. It's just business at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Album was. I would still listen to it while I'm looking for a parking. Like I'm gonna give it a listen now when I go back home.
Why you
While I'm looking
Same
for a
process.
parking.
Looking for a parking, yeah.
Exactly. It would give me motivation to find one.
a parking?
Yeah.
Lie, I didn't know finding a parking was such a struggle, man.
It is my area. It is a struggle. More to local. Abu Dhabi announced that in July 1st they're gonna open up all the airports. Visitors, there's no more quarantine for 10 days. No more bracelets to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to travel to Sudan, you can schedule it after July 1st.
I didn't wait 3 years or 2 years just to travel to Sudan. I'm going somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, the whole world is opening up also by June and July. Man, let's just travel again. يا أخي. I miss traveling. والله. يعني from the times that I traveled through in the past 3 years, I started feeling that every few months that you have to travel. You know,
You need
if you afford that, of course.
You need that time.
Right, Kenzie?
I don't miss it because if it goes back, if everything goes back to normal, I'll be flying around like crazy.
Nature of work.
Yeah, so I don't want it to
Okay.
be
Look, that's
as
both
fast
sides of
as
this.
fast as
A person who travels a lot and people that don't rarely travel.
that's life.
Subhanallah.
That's life.
Subhanallah.
Some
يعني
people
ربك
have it, some
بيعطيك
don't.
شغلة
No, it's some people have something and they think that it's the thing,
Yeah,
and other people
they want it, but anyway, so much mess up happening. Right?
messed it up
Yeah, so much
Wow.
stuff happened. But regardless, local music.
Does not make
it's getting
sense.
late. It's getting late. That's
Local
why.
music. There was a release for a game. Of course, we're not gonna promote it. What is the game called?
If I knew the game,
Yeah.
I would promote it. But
Really?
anyhow, yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
The song called Enta Al Batal by Fafa, Marwan Moussa, and Issam Harris. Shout out to Fafa for the business move that she did over there. Beautiful. The hook was beautiful also. Marwan Moussa, of course, we all know.
Well known
His
in
voice
Egypt.
was good.
Yeah.
Issam
everywhere.
Harris killed it. A rapper from Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
He killed it.
He did.
He actually killed it. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody out there. I think this is everything for
Today.
this week. The vibes, whatever the vibe was during this episode, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode.
Yeah.
And we back. I hope there's no more. Anyone wants a break from now on?
You never know.
What is it
You
again?
want a break from now on?
I want to break, yeah.
Okay.
خلاص. Okay, we're gonna talk back
No, I'm
to,
just
to the
kidding, I'm just
office
kidding.
and accountants and
Actually,
Talk to accounting.
accounting, don't send me Excel sheet. Don't send me spreadsheet.
this was everything for this week from the Flamingos podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I hope everybody had a good Eid, and I hope you're having a good week. You like the content, share it around, post about it. It is what it is. We're here to stay, inshallah. And power to the people. All in all, our hearts are always and forever going to be with Palestine. Inshallah, الهم اللي عليهم ينزاح.
ربنا يرحم الشهداء.
And ربنا يرحم الشهداء. And this was I even forgot the outro.
It's Flamingos podcast.
This is the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
Kanzi on the mic.
In a wab.
And peace.
We out. Yeah.